St. Peter's Lions. Number 10, 7th grader Sadie Fiesbeck. Number 13, 8th grader Izzy Houchin. Number 14, 8th grader Bella Slate. Number 23, 8th grader Peyton Bailey. And number 34, 8th grader Chloe Summers. It's time for the Girls State Championship game.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the broadcast home of the Indiana Lutheran Schools Athletic Association right here on YouTube. We have reached almost the conclusion of day 3 at this year's 2026 tournament. You are set to view the girls' championship game between the St. Peter's Lions from Columbus and the Concordia Cubs from Fort Wayne. Cubs win the tip. They're going offense first. That's number 15, Sydney Smith, all the way to the basket, finishes with the left hand, and the Cubs have an early lead. Lions come back, first possession on offense, high ball screen, lob opposite block, fading away, jump shot no good, rebound Smith, looking to attack, tries to give it up, deflected out of bounds, last touch by the Lions. Concordia Cubs are the challenger in this girls' championship game, seeing that the St. Peter's Lions are 4-time defending state champs, going back to 2022. The Cubs were one of the opponents that the Lions defeated in the 2023 iteration of this girls' state basketball championship game. And the Cubs are back and hoping for a reversal of fortunes this time. Both teams are in blue, but the St. Peter's Lions are debuting some new baby blue uniforms this year. The numbers are in white. The letters are in baby blue. Smith comes across the lane to try and contest that layup attempt, and she gets called for a foul. Opportunity here for St. Peter's to get on the board in this girls' championship game. Her first free throw is too strong off the backboard. That's number 10, Sadie Fiesbeck, at the line. She's joined on the floor with number 13, Izzy Houchin, number 14, Bella Slate, number 23, Peyton Bailey. Second shot is good, and number 34, Chloe Summers. Some full court pressure applied here by the Lions. Smith saves it in bounds. She gets it back from Samaya Seals. Dribbling, kicked ball violation. It's going to stay with the Cubs. The Cubs are starting number 15, Smith, 10, Evelyn Prevost, number 1, Ensley Ginder, number 12, London Marolf, and number 21, Samaya Seals. Ginder inbounds to Seals. Not much movement here by the Cubs. Ginder gets fouled by Fiesbeck, it looks like. That's a tough one because Ginder is small in stature, and any sort of contact can really knock her off of position quickly. Ginder, Seals, corner, 3, short. Offensive rebound, Marolf, but she brought it down. We got a jump ball, and it's going to go back to St. Peter's. If Marolf had held it high there, it's quite likely that she'd be able to power up and make that putback. So here come the Lions into the half court. Almost 2 minutes in this opening quarter in this girls' state championship. Almost a turnover. Prevost defending. Prevost takes one in the chops. Smith, layup, yes, and Sydney Smith has the first 4 points of this girls' state championship game for Concordia. Number 11, Brielle Phillips for Concordia is checking in. Summers has it, right elbow. Smith almost takes it away. She's been a factor offensively and defensively. Deep three, no good. Lions still looking for their first field goal. Marolf rips down the defensive board. Smith up to Seals, spins, gets it back. Ball on the ground. Smith brings it under control. Smith again. The Lions find themselves in a 5-point hole, which in my estimation is not something that they experience all too often. Coach Rick Packberg, who has been the coach for these 4 state championship winning teams, and maybe more than that, I have to go back in the archives, is going to go to his bench here at 2:51 left in the first. Looks like that foul is going to be on Evelyn Prevost. Sydney Smith was around, and she was in a dangerous situation there, potentially picking up her second early on. Bella Slate makes her first free throw. Prevost goes to the bench for Concordia. Second shot off the heel, no good. Rebound Phillips. Phillips trying to dribble through traffic unwisely, but it doesn't hurt him. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by a Lion defender. Cross-court pass intercepted by Fiesbeck. The Lions looking to get set here in the half court. Summers, top of the key, guarded by Marolf. Pass to the opposite block, now kicked out. Fiesbeck to Slate. Slate guarded by Phillips, gets the high ball screen from Summers. Deep three, right wing, no. Pinballing around. Huchin cuts after giving it up. Fiesbeck didn't look it in, turnover, Concordia ball. The Cubs were on the bottom side of the bracket. Marolf's pass intercepted, last touch by, as number 32, Claire Bush. Bush was the substitute that came in. As I started to say earlier, the Cubs on the underside of the bracket. They defeated Emmanuel Lutheran Seymour in the quarterfinals, which would be round 1. Then in yesterday's semifinal, Final Four game against conference rival Holy Cross from Fort Wayne, they blew the brakes off of them. And now they get the opportunity to take down the defending champs. On the other side of the equation, the St. Peter's Columbus Lions were the undisputed number 1 overall seed in this tournament at the very top. If they were to win this game, they will have defeated 3 LSAA schools, that is from the northeast part of the state. They beat Emmanuel St. Michael in the opening round, the quarterfinals. Then yesterday at Central Lutheran School in New Haven, they beat Central Lutheran School. It was a very close game for the first half, but then they just ran away from them in half number 2. And now they get to take on the LSAA tournament champs, the Concordia Cubs. Marolf, post entry. Attempt, no good. Good footwork demonstrated by her. Smith, three-pointer, top of the key, too strong off the glass. Marolf, offensive rebound, put back. Cubs lead is back up to 6. Seals defending on Bush. Oh, she reaches in there. Could have got called for a ticky-tack one, but no whistle blown. Phillips is going to get called for a foul as she goes for the steal. Cubs have committed 3 team fouls, 80 seconds to go, opening quarter. Prevost comes in, Phillips is going to go out. I'm sorry, no, that's Ginder who's going out of the game. Going to get a breather here. Slate to inbound, throws in the backcourt. Bush to get the offense activated. Slate tries to go by Prevost. Post-entry pass to Summers just out of her reach. 70 seconds to go, first quarter. Now, just a little bit earlier, timeout was called by Cub head coach Rachel Barr, as the Lions are known for pressing. The purpose of that timeout, I have to assume, is to make sure everybody is clear as to the expectations regarding the press break. They turned it over on this one. Sydney Smith took an extra step or two, got called for the traveling violation. We're at 60 seconds, first quarter. Flare screen for Slate. Pass intercepted on the back cut. Smith, left-handed layup, can't finish, but she gets fouled. She's gonna go to the line. Bella Slate picks up her first, team's second. First trip to the free throw line here by Concordia. First shot is good. Second shot, in and out. Huchin gives it up to Slate, and she'll bring it across. Under 45 to go, first quarter. Prevost defending, Summers on the block, runs her post move, hangs in the air, shoots, and scores. First field goal of the game for the Lions. Fiesbeck gets tagged with her second foul there, going for a steal. Marolf is the inbounder. Seals to Marolf. Pass in the middle to Phillips. That's how you break it. Phillips from just inside the free throw line, no good. Offensive rebound. We got an alternating possession. We're going to stay here. With the Cubs. 12.8 first quarter. 2-3 defense here by the Lions. Seals will take a three. Right wing, rimming, no. Lion ball. Cubs gonna pick up full court. Make sure that they have to use all 7.3 seconds on the clock, or just to keep the ball out of Bella Slate's hands unsuccessfully. And that's how the quarter is going to end. 6 minutes played, 18 minutes to go. St. Peter's Lions 4, Concordia Cubs 9. We'll be right back with more coverage of this ILSAA Girls State Championship game. First quarter timeout is complete. Both teams break the huddles. It's going to be Lion basketball to start the second. Seeing if they can get a little run going here. Down 5. By no means insurmountable. Prevost, the on-ball defender. Try to throw it to the opposite block to Summers. I understand wanting to get the ball into her, but a high arcing pass to the opposite block against a quick and athletic team like this, that is not going to be available very often, if at all. Concordia still got to contend with the full court press here. Easy entry to Ginder. Now she's got to find somebody to give it up to. Morolf up ahead, too tall for Smith. Slate's got it. Lions achieve the turnover that they were looking for. Bush trying to go by Morolf. Shot deflected. Morolf keeps it high this time. Smith across the half-court line. She picks up her dribble in a dangerous spot. Timeout called by the Cubs. Unfortunate to have to use a timeout in that situation. You cannot dribble the ball past half court and pick it up in the dead man's corner. So it's just going to be a quick 30-second timeout here. All right, so Concordia inbound right where they picked the ball up. Stack look here by the Cubs. Get it into Seals in a dangerous place. I'd like to see it just catch it in the backcourt. Ginder goes back cut. Seals throws it ill-advised. The help defender was standing right there. Try to pass it to Hochin. Pass intercepted. Seals up ahead to Smith. Smith, nice pass, Morolf. Morolf finishes with the left hand. Cubs have reached double digits, and I do believe their largest lead of the game at 7. Cubs playing man-to-man defense. High ball screen, Summers for Slate. Pass deflected. Back cut. Bush, layup, no. Ooh, reverse lay-in opportunity there by Sadie Fiesbeck. Couldn't get it to drop, though. Ginder traveled. I believe she may have been heeding her coach's words to not dribble past half court and pick up your dribble, but before she could do it, her momentum carried her across the line, and we got another stoppage in the action here. Coach Patberg wants a timeout with 4:28 left in this first half. All right, so let's see what kind of set piece Columbus runs out of this timeout. Sometimes you just got to see the ball go through the bucket, and it can become contagious. Both teams with their starting lineup on the floor. Slate, 3, short from the right wing. And we got an alternating possession. It's going to go to the Lions. Into Hochin, kept it high, unable to convert. Smith came down with the rebound. And Fiesbeck now has 3, so a starter for the Lions going to have to go to the bench. Peyton Bailey replaces her. Easy breaker there for Concordia. Ooh, Morolf. That was the right thing to do, but she traveled, shuffled her feet before putting the ball on the deck. She made the layup, but it was not legal. Slate got Prevo on her. Hesitation dribble to the right side. Layup, no. Off the front iron, we got a foul. It's going to be a push. Looks like that one's on Ginder. It's one foul apiece on 4 Cub players. Hochin gets the back screen. Bush with Seals on her. Ginder to Smith. Smith going quickly, left-handed layup, no, rebound Summers. Coach Patberg wanted his team to break out in offensive transition, but they were unable to get going quickly enough. Concordia now can set their defense. Nice pass. Summers drops it in, her second field goal of the game. Oh, turnover. And that's actually a very good foul by Samaya Seals. Prevented a layup from happening, an almost surefire layup. Nobody would have been around her. Phillips for Prevost. Slate gets the ball back into her hands after inbounding it. Post entry. Summers just turns and shoots. That's as simple as it gets. Seals to Phillips. Phillips pass deflected. Tough to throw it over the top like that. Slate tries to keep it in. Nobody nearby. Phillips has it. We're under 3 minutes to play in this second quarter. Ball to Smith. Guarded by Hochin. Smith pivots, shoots. No good. Back charge, the Lions. Ball reversal. Trying to get some high-low action here. Three-pointer, Bailey, yes! So the Lions on a little bit of a run here. Stolen. Oh, wedgie. So that's going to be alternating possession. Look at the athleticism demonstrated by the refereeing crew. Marcus Hill still can get up. So that's an alternating possession. Ball's going to go to Concordia. Seals brings it across half court. Ginder tries to go by Hochin. Seals thought about the three, but she didn't catch it cleanly. Instead, jump stop, middle of the lane. And Concordia stops the brief run. Their lead is 4. Phillips is going to get called for a foul. Now somebody on Concordia has 2. .90 seconds to go, second quarter. Dribble handoff. Slate gets in the middle of the lane. Layup, good. Her first field goal of this game, and I've got the sense that the Lions are better when she is involved. Lions fans thought that Ginder dragged her pivot foot. Got a jump ball. Phillips out. Prevost in. The deficit is only 2 right now for St. Peter's. They've trailed the entire ball game. The thing that has been prevented in this quarter by St. Peter's is Sydney Smith has not recorded any points. Cubs getting after it. They force a turnover on their own with the alternating possession. Nice bounce pass, Ginder. Prevo, no. Smith has it. Puts it up, no good. Rebound, Hochin. Oh, but Bailey was not ready to receive that pass. I've said it before, I'll say it again. When you're running in the same lane as your teammate, it's really hard to get your body turned around and in a position to receive that type of pass in offensive transition. I doubt it, but the Clubs could hold for one shot here. They're able to break the press. Stolen. 15 seconds. Coach Patberg wants one shot. Calls out the set. Under 10. 1-4 low. Isolation opportunity for Slate. We're at 5. 3. Step through. Block shot by Marolf. And that's how the half is going to end. Coach Patberg is curious as to why no physical contact. Drew a whistle there. And so we go into the halftime break with St. Peter's down by 2. The 4-time defending state champions, St. Peter's Lions from Columbus, 11. Concordia Cubs, their challenger, up by 2. They have 13. We've got an 8-minute halftime break, and we'll be back with more coverage of this year's 2026 ILSAA State Girls Basketball Tournament in Fort Wayne, Indiana. All right, here we go. Both teams have broken the halftime timeout. 12 more minutes to crown the 2026 ILSAA State Girls Basketball Champion. That's Sadie Fiesbeck on the ball here, defended by Ensley Ginder. They run Bella Slate through an elevator screen at the at the free throw line. Can't get it to drop. Marolf comes down with the defensive rebound, rips it away. And now Samaya Seals is going to bring it up. Pass deflected, turnover. Smith back taps. It's going to stay here with the Lions. Concordia is not the only school that has challenged the Lions over these last 4 years. There have been some good girls basketball state championship games. The last 2 years it was the Lions defeating the Central Lutheran Chargers from New Haven. Lions also beat Lutheran Central from Brownstown 1 year. Samaya Seals will get the scoring started in this second half, and the Cub lead is at 4. She scored the last 4 points for the Cubs. She's tied with Marolf, who also has scored 4. Cubs would really like to see Sydney Smith, who has 7, a game high 7 that is, to get reignited. Bella Slate, her second trip to the free throw line. She was 1 for 2 in the first quarter. First shot off the heel twice and bouncing out. Second one, same result. Rebound Smith. Smith trying to cross over. Foul called on the Lions. That's Bella Slate picking up her second.
In the lineup for the Lions, number 32, Claire Bush.
Claire Bush in, Sadie Fiesbeck out. 60 seconds into this third quarter, nobody picks up Seals. So she gets in the lane, puts one up and in off the window. Slate, nice pass down to Summers. Summers shot blocked. Smith gets called for a double dribble. Looked like it was subtle. But nonetheless, it gets called properly. Oh, Chloe Summers is able to seal on the weak side. Marolf doesn't let her have an easy one, though. First trip to the free throw line for Summers. She makes the first. More of the same. 2 for 2 for Chloe Summers. The deficit is back to 4. Turnover. Tapped away from Hochin. Summers gets called for her first. Seals, the right elbow, picks up her dribble. Skip pass over to Smith. Smith looking to penetrate. Low dribble, layup, good. So Sydney Smith back in the scoring column. Player control, offensive foul on Bella Slate, and that is her third, which could be critical. I can't imagine Coach Pat Berg is going to take her out. Probably trusts one of his stronger players to play with 3, but he is going to call a timeout to talk things over here. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third, and it's going to be a full timeout. I was just thinking to myself that St. Peter's has been pressing the entire game, and they have forced their fair share of turnovers in this game. But what has not happened is those turnovers have not led directly to Lions points. And that, to me, right now is the difference. Concordia certainly has to take care of the ball better if they're going to want to win this game, because you got to believe St. Peter's has some sort of run in them eventually. The question is, when that run happens, what will be the Cub response? All right, coming out of the timeout, Concordia ball. Smith drives through her left, spins, goes back the other way, left-handed layup, no good, rebound Summers. Morolf defending, up the right sideline, passes ahead to Bush. Post entry, Hochin turns, pivots, almost fumbles it. Slate, reverse layup, no. Alternating possession, we're going Concordia's way. Cubs being patient. Ginder has it. Goes by Hochin. Nice bounce pass. Morolf finishes. That is such a great play by that little guard. In amongst the trees, got to go low. Bush with Ginder on her. Bounce pass to the opposite block. Jump ball, it's going to stay with St. Peter's. Looked like one of the officials wanted to call a hold, but one was overruled by the other. Seems to me that the Lions are very accustomed to throwing to the opposite block, and it's usually there against less disciplined teams, but Concordia has proved themselves to be disciplined in their placement on the floor. Chloe Summers is going to get another opportunity at the free throw line. She was 2 for 2 just a few moments ago. Make that 3 for 3 for Chloe. Four for 4, well done. Can imagine the Lions would very much like to have more post-up opportunities for Chloe Summers, knowing that when she gets fouled, she performs well at the charity stripe. Another turnover by Concordia. Bounce pass, Summers. This time Concordia is able to defend vertically. Smith tried to keep it in bounds. Well, she tried to throw it off of the Lion defender, which she did, but it hit her while she was standing out of bounds. Slate, corner, 3, too strong. Summers, offensive rebound, put back, and she's got all 6 of the Lions' points here in the third. They're down 4. Smith dribbling with the left hand, layup blocked, and Smith gets called for a foul. Concordia going to pick up full here. Man to man. Slate was able to get it before it rolled out of bounds. Prevost on her. Hesitation dribble. Hochin on the block. Pass too tall for her. Smith rips it away. Nice bounce pass, but it got deflected. Summers was looking for it. We got a jump ball. It's going to stay with Concordia. 2:03 left to go in this third quarter. Steals, jump stop. Pass stolen. Got to jump to the pass. Prevost did not. And that's why we're going back the other way. Slate calls out the set. Starts in the box to look. Flare screen for her. 3 left wing. Nope. Rebound Marolf. Who picked it up in a terrible location. The Cubs turn it over again. So Slate almost got an and one there. Marolf gets called for it. Nobody with more than 2 on the Concordia side. 2 starters, however, for St. Peter's have 3. First shot for Slate, no good. Timeout called by Concordia. 1:28 left to play in the third. Got to imagine that this is just a let's get regrouped type of timeout, as their turnover frequency has increased alarmingly in recent moments in this game. Got to take care of the basketball, especially in the big games. Dueling cheers happening here at Concordia Lutheran High School. This is the site for all day 3 games, 4 in the auxiliary gymnasium and 4 here in the cage. Concordia has outscored St. Peter's in this quarter, 8-6. All right, Slate is at the free throw line for second shot of 2. Currently 1 for 5. That one is true. Pass deflected, another turnover. They almost give it right back. Oh, Huchin thought about it. Ooh. Post entry, Huchin kicks it back out. Fiesbeck now. .65 seconds left, third quarter. Summers on the block, turns, shoots, scores. We've got a 1-point game. Chloe Summers has put the team on her back. Another turnover. 45 seconds left. Will St. Peter's hold for one shot here? Despite trailing the entire ball game, they could go into the fourth up by a few. It looks like what they're going to do. They're going to hold for one. Under 30. Any foul of any kind by Concordia here will put St. Peter's to the free throw line. 12 seconds. High ball screen. That's a tough call. High ball screen. She sure looks set to me. Prevost did a good job of trying to go over the top of the screen, drew the contact, fell to the ground. She is the smaller player. 6 seconds left. Third quarter. Cubs up 1. Can they end the quarter on a high note? Phillips has it. Now Ginder. Looks like she was going to be called for a traveling violation. Instead, the quarter is going to end, and we got a tight one here. Most of the girls' games today on Sunday have been excellent, and this one is more of the same. So 8 points for Concordia in the third period. equaling 21. 9 points for St. Peter's to give them their 20. 6 more minutes to determine a champion. All right, buckle in. And here we go. Ginder on Fiesbeck. St. Peter's with the first crack at it in the fourth here. Slate by Prevost. Goes to her left, cut off. Unable to use the ball screen. Concordia remains in man-to-man defense. Doesn't use the ball screen this time. All the way to the rack. And the Lions have their first lead of the game on the first possession in the fourth. Another turnover. Seals. Smith with the block. Jump ball possession, Concordia. Just gotta let the other team clear instead of trying to dribble through people. Phillips goes by the sideline. Stops, jump stop, shot, looked good, but it didn't fall. Bush gives it up to Slate, and they cross half court. Slate goes by Prevost. Oh, Summers was ready on the opposite block. Pass was a little low, I think went off her knee and out of bounds. Lions with no reason to do otherwise continue to pick up full court. Seals trying to dribble through people. Last touch by a Lion player. Into Smith, she's in the dead corner. Seals to Ginder. Ginder pump fake, got Summers in the air. Phillips, three, corner, nope. Smith keeps it alive. Prevost out to Seals. This could be a big shot. Yes! Samaya Seals when her team really needed it. And despite not playing well, especially late in the third quarter, a three-point makes everything feel a little bit more easy for Concordia. Take a sigh of relief. Try to get it to Summers, opposite block. Okay, it looked like a Cub defender may have been out of bounds when they were in contact with the basketball. So St. Peter's is going to get it. Blob opportunity just on the opposite side of the basket. Down two. Hochin, no. Gonna stay here. St. Peter's, knowing that they want to take away the opposite blocker, now trying to get the play side block after the screener. Slate trying to answer with a three of her own. Rebound, Smith. Up ahead, Phillips. Her layup is in. Calmly puts it in. That's a big shot. Because if it doesn't go in, now you're feeling a little bit demoralized. But instead, now they got a two-possession lead. Slate stops, puts it in. Big shot there. The Lions are going to call timeout. Down two. 3:48. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. In the second half, it's been Chloe Summers and Bella Slate really carrying things for the Lions. Now, Summers hasn't scored in this fourth quarter yet. She has 8.5, 12 overall. Bella Slate has 5, and the only 2 made field goals in the fourth quarter for St. Peter's. Samaya Sealson has been big in this second half for Concordia. Lion fans on their feet trying to inspire their girls to keep pushing. Riel Phillips to inbound. Phillips able to split the defenders. Her layup is blocked emphatically by Bella Slate. Now they got a 5-on-4, got some numbers. Seals tries to take a charge, but she was moving. There was contact. We got a jump ball. We're going to stay here. Scorers table trying to get verification that that was, in fact, a jump ball situation. Summers keeps it high, puts it in. We got a tie ball game. Got to wonder, when is London Marolf going to come back on the floor? She's done a nice job on Chloe Summers, and she's on the bench right now. Ginder wants it on the right wing. Lost possession. Seals too strong on the three-pointer. Slate being pressured, get it out of her hands. Now Fiesbeck's got to handle it. Slate across half court. We're at 3 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Girls State Championship basketball. Coach Patberg is going to burn a timeout there. Slate was dribbling nonchalantly at the half-court circle, and the referee was counting unbeknownst to her. So to prevent the closely guarded from happening, he calls a timeout. and the Columbus coaches are asking, so how many seconds did you get? And I think he said he was at 4. So a very timely timeout. Hochin to Summers in the backcourt, guarded by Smith. Marolf still on the bench for Concordia. Errant pass. Looks like they were trying to get Slate on the backdoor cut, but just an inaccurate pass. And for those of you youngsters watching at home, the reason that pass was inaccurate is because of the ball pressure. Seals splits the defense. Prevost, no. Smith comes down with the rebound, but in order to get it, she had to shove Bella Slate. Nothing malicious, of course. Now Smith has 3. Neither team with many fouls in this quarter, so if somebody's going to get in a position to shoot free throws, they're going to have to commit some in order to get in that position. Closely guarded, 5-second call, Ensley Ginder. Good defense. Phillips gets it into Smith. Smith spins. Oh, splits the defense. Shot blocked by Hochin. We're approaching 2 minutes. Who's going to get the next bucket? That's going to be huge. Oh, Izzy Hochin wanted it. We got a jump ball going back the other way. Lions fans not too happy. They didn't think it was possessed by both teams for very long at all. Probably be better, though, for a quick whistle, considering the chaos that can ensue. Bella Slate intercepted. Phillips fouls her. Slate, I can read her lips. She said intentional. I don't think there was anything intentional about that other than the fact that she did not want her to get an easy layup. That was just a hard foul. But again, Concordia trying to pass the ball over the top. Passes deflected and stolen time and time again. Slate gives her team the lead at the 1:55 mark in this game. Two for two, Bella Slate. She's making them when it counts. Concordia much better at being patient. Get it to Smith. Smith trying to power up, and she gets fouled. Opportunity for some free throws here. Looks like Hochin picks up a foul, and that's, I'd say a good thing. That's only her first. First shot too strong. This is only Concordia's second free throw line trip. Smith was 1 for 2 the first time. She's trying to make it that way on the second shot here. Second shot, hit the rim at the same spot, 0 for 2. Clevo on Slate. Summers on the block. Turns, scores. It's a 2-possession game. Timeout, Concordia. And the Lion fans are ecstatic. St. Peter's outscoring Concordia 10-5 in this fourth quarter. All right, so 1:22 left to play, coming out of timeout. Concordia, 82 seconds left. They got to go quickly. Smith getting pressured. Phillips has it, crosses over. Ooh, almost stolen. Oh, Smith almost picked up her pivot foot. The Lions fans thought she did. Seals to the bucket. Shot blocked, but the referee calls a body foul. And that is a great heady play by Samaya Seals to go to the basket hard, hold her ground, not try to avoid the contact, but accept it. Opportunity to score points with the clock stopped. It's 61 seconds left in this game. First shot by Seals. Rattles through. It's a one-possession game now. Two for two. Samaya Seals, the 8th grader, calmly brings her team back within striking distance. Now we've seen St. Peter's waste time before, and I don't say that with any negative connotation, just simple ball possession. Ginder gets called for a hand check there, which again, not a bad thing. They're probably going to have to put him to the free throw line eventually. The question is, will St. Peter's be able to knock him down when it matters most? Throw it into the backcourt. Prevost on Slate. Yep, and here comes the ball control offense. Summers with Smith on her. Smith's got 3. Concordia going to have to ratchet it up. Okay, Prevost gets one there. One more, and then nope, I think they'll shoot now. So Slate's going to shoot free throws. She's 2 for 2 in this quarter. Coach Patberg with great confidence in number 14, and his confidence is rewarded so that St. Peter's can get their defense set. They're up 3 now, 31 seconds left. Slate has 11, unable to get the second one, so Concordia down 3. Got a jump ball going the other way. I do not know what Bree Phillips was trying to accomplish there. She did not have numbers and turns the ball over at a critical juncture. Cubs pressuring Slate. She gives it up. Don't want to foul Summers, but they do. She has not missed a free throw today, 17.8 left. And again, the Lions will get their defense set. Ooh, first shot halfway down and out. So hope springs eternal for Concordia. They're going to have to make a big 3-point field goal, but they also have to count on a miss right here. That does not happen. Chloe Summers, the lead is 4. Concordia got to go fast. Too much time coming off the clock. Phillips, 3, no. Rebound, Summers. That should just about do it. So Chloe Summers iced it in her last trip to the free throw line, and she has an opportunity to add some more, and she does. Seals puts up the 3 from deep. And it goes in, and the crowd cheers. But that's just going to make it a 3-point loss. So the St. Peter's Lions from Columbus, Indiana, become now 5-time state champions of the ILSAA, vanquishing the Cubs for the 2nd time in the last 4 seasons. Concordia played really well today, but as it usually does, it comes down to the 4th quarter. Concordia went into the 4th quarter up 1, but were outscored 10-14. So the Lions got challenged in another state championship game as much as they ever have been before. But they will be hoisting the trophy in just a few moments. A well-played girls' championship game I was privileged to call. And now we will get ready for individual and team awards for this conclusion of the girls tournament. Thanks for tuning in to the YouTube home of the Indiana Lutheran Schools Athletic Association. We've got one more game remaining here at Concordia Lutheran High School. The boys championship game will probably tip off in about 25 to 30 minutes, but we will keep the broadcast going so that you can see players earn their recognition.